Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Texas State Bobcats taking on a joint here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bobcats will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Jaguars offense will start this game off. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's strong. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are, just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Harris. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Jaguars want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Castro. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas State's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious. So they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Ball is free.
It's so hard to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They think there's room to run to the right here. Down has been right in the wheelhouse pass on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, South Alabama. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick strike complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards.
And the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Wide out in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion on first down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On second down, just keeps firing. Makes a grab over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Ramirez. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Jaguars. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be...
Oh, picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Quarterback will audible. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile.
And the Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Castro. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
He's got it on the right. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
By the receiver. Brought down at the 30-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
17 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical in the opponent's attack.
Now the play fake. Lets it fly on the move. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
At the 11-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
This time they'll go to the running game. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. FIU was able to cap off a close one inside Silva Stadium with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Set up for second and short after that completion. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ramirez. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Step. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll run it to the right side. Fights off a defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke plays.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
South Alabama, 28.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna let it fly. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Ramirez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Looking at a second and short now. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
At the 37-yard line. Fourth down coming up.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. The Jaguars get it past the sticks.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Trying to get to him. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead. Multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget your defense, get a stop, that's your job, and you did it.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The aerial assault continues. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by just one over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could hit.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situation.